Here we go, recording on. Okay, hey, we're back for part 17 of our ongoing documentary of four old dudes with delusions of grandeur. Okay. Hey
Wait,
Dave.
what about delusions of grandeur?
I'm just introducing us and our ongoing video series here, Dave. We're getting ready to play some music, Dave. So I'm going to start one of the songs that Ralph, since he started talking about process first, or by default, we went that direction. Um, he mentioned motivation, and that song was an example of part of the part of the approach that he would take to drumming. So either if you can, I know we talked about this earlier, Dave, if you can mute from your phone, or otherwise we can just be quiet as church mice over here while we play that song. Okay.
No problem.
All right, buddy.
I'm flipping my microphone.
All right. I am going to share screen, do the stuff I need to do. I want to go over to this page right here. Everybody can just kind of give me a nod, if you will, for whether or not we can see that. I hope we can, because for some reason I am not seeing you guys anymore. I'm going to turn this off real quick. So could you guys see the screen? Okay, good. All right, I'm back then. I'm going to share it. For
I,
whatever reason, my video didn't come up, and I'm like, oh crap, what's going on? But it sounds like it's good. Here we go. And I'm going to play the song Motivation by Crank. Well, damn. Ralph, I hear exactly what you're saying. Make sure everybody's unmuted. All right.
Fuck
Uh,
yeah, man. I love that shit.
you know what I remember most about that is I think I was at Scott Munson's house, and there was like a half a dozen dudes up in his living room, and we were like debuting like I think the Dat Master or something to them. Everybody was there. I don't know if you guys were there or not. I don't remember why I was there. Um, but there was a bunch of different people there, and I was like, yeah, this is the first song off of our new demo, and um, uh, uh, one of them's looking at it going, it's 6 minutes long. And we're like, yeah, because we are unafraid and have huge balls, dude. That's why. That's going to be our lead off song. And they're just like, damn, yeah, you have to have confidence to have better part of 10 minutes take up your first, song. And it's like, yeah, that was pretty cool.
I love it.
We unapologetic. Yeah, just absolutely. Yeah, no, not apologizing to anybody about any of it.
Yeah.
I do want to say that Munson, when we were do and then doing those harmonic, I don't know what kind of juju he put on top of that, but it was definitely more than what I was playing. It's crazy.
Ralph, what were you saying, bud?
I'm gonna say like
Sorry, Ralph.
No, it's
a
good.
punk rock band with 4 songs over 5 minutes on their first demo tape. I was looking at like, Now You're Here to Stay, B flat jam.
Oh God, that could go on for hours.
And Severed Heart were all like 5 minutes.
6
songs.
Yeah. Hey, Dave, I think that the mojo was your big ass amp and speaker cabinet literally stuck in a hallway with like a couple of microphones in front of it. I mean, I remember how loud that was. Oh,
what the hell was that? What was I playing through?
I think you were playing through the Ampeg at that time.
Oh God.
No, but
yeah, that needs to be in a hallway and everything connected to it.
But it was through
in another room.
Marshall cabinets, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
The Ampeg head with the Marshall cab. Yeah, and it was brutal.
Damn.
And beautiful.
Yeah, and this song brings up kind of, what I was talking about. We went in, we had our shit down, and I love it, man. I don't know if you were watching me as I was listening, but I was fucking grooving. I was digging it.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't think you guys could see me at all, but yeah, I'm watching.
So you've got this recording that I love, and then we would play it out live, and it's a different energy. And because we had it pat down, we knew every fucking note. When we played live, I'd pull out the pry bar or screwdriver or whatever and get nasty with it. And but we knew where we were, every beat was, and we'd come in, and playing it live was a fucking thrill, I think. And part of it would fuck with me on it, and not only this song but also God, which song was there's another song you would fuck with me on because you'd make me keep going on guitar. And
what was that shit?
Vicious Circle.
Yeah.
You
would I would keep going, and I was waiting for the cue, and you all three would just be like, no, keep going.
Make more noise.
Keep going.
We need more noise. More noise, please.
Yeah. So
I'm still working on figuring out what the best I can tell. The hi-hat clicks are on 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, let's move on to the next song. So
a long ways, so many times.
so the next song we talked about was Staring, where I was saying, hey, it needs to be
Oh
more than
God.
more than just bass line on 1, 2, 3, 4. I always was adding a 2 or 3 stop bass chord or something like that in there, and you can definitely hear it on this tune. So I'm going to reset up the share screen, so either radio silence or mute, either way, and we will get going here. So here we are. This is going to be Crank, and the song is Staring. Okay. Mute, everybody. Unmute.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
That's some crazy shit. And just listening to it, who starts a song screaming like that, like some fucking crazed idiot?
Nobody but in that I've ever played with besides you.
Yeah, well, there we go.
That's probably not true because God knows what happened in Nice Boys from Good
but
Homes.
but it was just like, ah! You know, I mean, that's the two songs we do where I just start
Just
screaming.
start with that.
Just
Yes, right off the
screaming.
bat. Yeah.
But a couple things I wrote down while I was listening to it. One, I reminded myself of Sam Kinison.
Yeah.
If Sam Kinison had a rock band, that would be it. Two, right around the 221 point. That is one of my favorite just like King Crimson moments that we had. Because we were all playing like,
oh, you mean when it kicks over another
yes. Yeah,
well, that's because I listen to a lot of King Crimson.
Yeah. So we're all like doing different shit, and it is fun. And then the I have to say the last part where it's like, we're not getting glory, we're not getting glory, blah blah blah.
Oh,
blah.
that long slow walk down.
Yeah, that was
yeah.
that was part of that
Shit,
was
yeah.
inspired by Willy Wonka's
chocolate, yeah.
But-
There is no
The tunnel
word,
thing.
Yes.
no wing.
yes.
So,
Yes.
and one of the cool parts about that, see, Dave remembers that as a walk down, but the bass is walking up through that entire piece. And that's one of the parts that I like about that, is that you have these, there is tension created because there are things going in opposite directions while you're narrating shit breaking down.
Part of my notes. That's on part of my
And,
notes. Sort of like if you can't figure out how to blend or layer or add, go the other way.
Yeah.
And the snare beats on the one.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
Bump, 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 bump.
Yeah.
As
So
opposed to dropping on the 2 and 4 where it's at during the crazy King Crimson shit.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes. So,
All that is great.
I really like that we're talking about these songs, because I might have just like thrown this one aside. You know, if I don't know if we're going to try to play it or not, but
I hope so. I've been practicing it.
It's a yes for me. So
if we do, you know, it's like, oh, this all breathes new life into it for me. It's like, holy shit, we were doing some pretty cool shit. So
well, we got robbed at fucking Main Street East Battle of the Bands.
Damn.
No shit, right?
Totally got robbed.
So
Seriously did.
one of the next songs that we talked about, were Dave's choices when he talked about Victim No Longer being a place at which if Scott's part was going up, he was going down, or he was voicing things differently so that it added a certain kind of complexity to the harmonic stuff that was going on, but also contributed. It wasn't just there for window dressing, and it really does fill things, right? So let's play that one next.
Well,
that
and
was,
let me
go ahead.
let me just interject here. That Ralph came to me, and he had this sheet of lyrics, and he was just, and I don't know, Ralph might want to comment on his process for writing those lyrics. I can't take any credit at all for that. He was just like, what do you see for these lyrics? What can you do musically? And I did what I did. So it was the lyrics to me spoke of, a lot of turmoil. I don't know how much I can speak about it. I'm going to turn it over to Ralph because he wrote the lyrics. I don't know where they came from. He might want to talk about that.
Oh, I mean, it was from the work I was doing. I'm sure it's one of the clients I was working with.
And what were you doing then?
I mean, I was a adolescent drug counselor. So that was, I mean, that song is written about probably a composite of kids that I was working with at the time. So that's, I mean, that's where those came from. So
one of the I think it's um you could tell it was as like Scott and I from our writing workshops, right? You write what you know. You could tell that it was real experience that was being expressed there, which was awesome. It's one of the things that makes it visceral. I think people listen to it and immediately connect to it because of that. One of the things that I'll ask people to listen for in the actual musical composition of it is that although we were known for doing odd time signatures, 5/4, 7/4, stuff like that. I think we do a 9/11 in one song, but sorry, before 9/11 we did 9/11. That's fucking terrible, but it's too soon for those jokes still, right? So anyway, the long and short is this is a song that feels like it has an odd time signature, but it doesn't, right? The way that the verse music lurches around your beat, which is awesome because it all is a fairly simple to count song if you actually count it, but just listening to it, it pulls and pushes you, right? That is great. And it doesn't pull and push you and make you feel like you're not moving. It pulls and pushes you in the direction you should go. It's great.
yeah, it moves as if somebody had grabbed you by the shirt and was yanking you around.
And that is why that is at 100%. Yeah. It's like it's like
that's a perfect marriage between the content of the lyrics and then the music you all created for it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a perfect marriage between those two things.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and hit the share screen then, and we're going to listen to Victim No Longer by Crank.
Humiliate me with your words. Treat me like I've no self-worth. I hurt, but I'll never show it. I hurt, but you'll never know it. Clasp your hands across my mouth like the door. No way out. I hurt, but you'll never know. I hurt, but you'll never know. Everyone wants a piece of me. Everyone wants a piece of me. Prison me in my home, lock the doors, left alone. Back me up, knock me down, wake the light, made a sound. Everyone wants a piece of me. 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 Everyone wants a piece of me.
Mute. Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's I always felt it's been one of our better compositions, just all the way around. It's a tight little stick of dynamite right there.
So a few things going on there, and
I.e.
I don't want to interrupt Ralph, but so going back to my discussion about collaboration, before the solo, there's like a little break, and Roger was instrumental in that that break part, and and I actually, when we do the bum 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 bum, that was, I stole that from Nirvana. I'm gonna
Oh
be
yeah.
completely out front. I stole that from Nirvana.
They're almost all of them are dead now, right? So
Jesus.
but Dave Grohl has
sorry.
talked about.
I'm sorry.
Dave Grohl has stole from the Gap Band and other drummers. He's upfront about it.
Everybody steals.
Everybody
from
steals.
everybody.
Everybody steals. So I think it's a it's just such, it just came about in such a cool way, I think, where Ralph was just like, here's some lyrics, can we do something with it? And we did something with it, and that's how I
And
think
it was one of my favorite songs, honestly.
yeah.
Honestly,
I'm
out of
gonna
all of them, that is one of my favorite songs
Yeah.
because it just
Yeah.
rages.
Yeah,
It's
it just
so
yeah.
Scott, I'm looking at my clock. We've got 6 minutes on this session. So
Oh man.
we're going to get into, let's do Eyes Like Mine. That was your song choice, Scott.
Okay.
And let's talk about it afterwards, and we'll probably
Okay.
take a break after, and then we'll pick up and then finish up whatever we're going to do, and hopefully by the magic of editing later I'll be able to blend it all together. So I'm going to go ahead and share screens again, and we're going to listen to Eyes Like Mine by Crank.
Send me a photograph. Tell her
So the abrupt stop on that was because we did a little studio trickery and had cross-faded that and Victim No Longer on the record. So of course now if you play it back and stop it, it just goes, it stops. Scott, we've got about 2 minutes left. Do you want to give a little bit of background or commentary about that, since that's your principal?
Or
think,
questions.
Yeah.
Further questions, maybe.
are my questions or whose questions?
Oh, I don't know. You pick.
I will just say about that song. Again, it was, a great collaboration because Roger had suggested a little D to F break, which fit really well, and I hadn't thought of, and that comes from collaboration with people you trust.
Yes.
And and if you listen to Roger's backing vocals, he added things that I didn't think about, and it worked really fucking well in the backing vocals, just super well. And that's what I love about the collaborative effort here is you're all bringing things to the table that I didn't think about. I had a basic wireframe of the song, and then we workshop it, we rehearse it. It's like, okay, we can do this and this and this, and everybody adds their own components, and it makes it a much better song than if I had just like done it solo. And
we are down to less than a minute. So whether we continue with another one of these, I'll just remind people, Crank is playing at PK's on Thursday, June 29th. So come out and see them. And then if you're feeling especially, kind of sorry for the rest of those clowns, stay for the DNA Vibrators. Okay. I'm going to hit end for all and then start us back up if we're going to do it some more. Okay. All right.
I'm up for it.